Hello everyone! In this video, you will learn how I weaned off my boy after almost 4 years of breastfeeding. We have tried the baby-led approach, but it doesn't work for us. My boy doesn't seem to have any plans of stopping from breastfeeding. So in this video, you will learn how we started from partial weaning to mother-led weaning. To give you a short background of our breastfeeding journey, my boy was breastfed exclusively until around 9 months. After that, we started mix feeding him with formula milk, and at this stage, he is already eating solids. Which will lead me to my first tip. Tip number 1. Gradual weaning by mix feeding. We started at 80-20, meaning 80% breastfeeding and 20% formula milk. We used Enfamil as our first brand. Then we tried Similac, Pediasure, Frizo, and Hip. We don't really stay in one brand because we noticed that our boy gets tired easily of the taste. And we also wanted to try what the other products have to offer. At this stage, he is already eating solids, so we only give him milk, either breast milk or formula milk, only after eating. Tip number 2. Set time boundaries. As soon as my baby recognized the difference of daytime and nighttime, I started introducing the concept of boundaries. If it's daytime, he can only drink milk, either formula or breast milk, in a cup. But if it's getting dark towards dusk, he can directly latch on me. How do I introduce time boundaries? I talk to my baby and use words such as, "Oh, it's a sunny day. Time to use the cup." It helps when you say it with excitement, or if you demonstrate how to drink from a cup. You can also try, "It's not yet bedtime. You still need a cup." Of course, at start it will be difficult. He will cry and plead to latch directly on you, but you have to be firm. Tip number 3. Location boundaries. At the beginning, we breastfeed anywhere, from the restaurant, at the park, in the mall, inside the car. My boy feeds on demand, wherever we are. I started introducing location boundaries when he was about a year old. We started with home and outside, meaning he can only directly latch on me when we are inside the house. But when we go out, he has to use the cup. Then we scale down further from latching at home to latching only when we are in the bedroom or in the bed during nighttime. Tip number 4. Introduce the grown-up concept. When our boy was almost 3 years old, we gave him a baby elephant to take care of. Our boy would put the baby elephant to sleep and pretend play with him. Around this time as well, we started calling Aki Big Brother or Kuya Aki. This is also to prepare his mindset when our second baby comes. Use affirmation to make sure your child understands that he is no longer a baby but a growing boy. What I did was the comparison approach. I showed my child a photo of my sister's baby, whom he knows as Baby Osborne. Then I asked him, "If Baby Osborne is a baby, are you a baby too?" Then he responds, "No, I'm not a baby." Another approach is to show him that he is outgrowing his clothes. Tip number 5. Introduce the no more concept. At this point, he only latches at night. And since our boy understands that he is a big brother and no longer a baby, I started to shorten his latch time by counting numbers. For example, he can only latch until we finish counting from 1 to 100. Then we gradually shortened it until 50, until 10, and then no more. At some point, he doesn't want to let me go when he falls asleep. So again, I applied the counting method when he holds onto me. Now we just have many cuddles and many kisses before he falls asleep. Tip number 6. Be firm and be ready to wean off in a mother-led weaning approach. Honestly, you can wean off your baby at a much earlier age than what we did, but because I was always on the fence on weaning him off, we couldn't do it successfully. I tried several times to wean him off, but whenever he gets sick or he throws a tantrum, it's easier for me to just whip off my boobies and just let him feed. I made my resolve to wean him off when we were planning for a second baby. Because after several months of trying to get pregnant, we were not successful. But when we completely stopped and weaned off my child, Aki, from breastfeeding, the following month I was pregnant. I'm now on my second trimester of pregnancy, so stay tuned for my next video about coping up with morning sickness. But before that, I will upload a short unboxing video of essential oils. See you next week!